Yo, we lit, we live, Skol Gang in the house, hosted by D-Roy, you know we about. Colin and Moneyapple bringing that fire, Vikings pride, we never tire. In the land of the purple, we rep all day, Skol Gang 365, that's how we play. Football season's here, you know the drill, so kick back tight as we keep it real. Rumors flying high, breaking news on the line, from the dome to the field. Vikings gonna shine, we're not worried about the Bears, Lions or the Pack, just a Viking ship sailing, ain't no looking back. Fuck the Bears, fuck the Lions, fuck the Packers too. If you're with the Skol Gang, then you know we coming through. Get your Viking news and rumors here first. In D-Roy's lair, yeah, we quench that thirst. Catch us in the locker room, scheming on a play. Colin got the stats, knows the game like a ballet. Pop us in the zone, brings the heat like a blast.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Oh, that intro gets me every time.
What's going on, fellas?
Darren, you thought you and Matthew were getting all the shine tonight, didn't you? Oh, look, and we got the NFL Jeopardy King on deck with us tonight. Oh,
I'm
like
sorry. I didn't think you could see me. I'm sorry.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like your nickname tonight, Colin. That scares me a little bit. I don't like your caption tonight. Even
what? Head nod is not a turd signal, or Broser's my bro.
Bro's
one is
bro. Because
well, he's not. I mean, I can't back that. I can't back up that statement. But
no bullshit though. He has earned quarterback 3 for sure.
Yeah, he's borderline quarterback 2, unless they bring in a veteran. I'm sorry.
If I was Quezzy, he'd be quarterback 2. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sam Howell's not looking too hot, man.
Well, Sam Howell's like somebody they need to throw. Yeah, I heard. I just found out about this. Like, apparently they brought him in. So
Carson Wentz, like, really? Is he being brought in to be the team's punching bag or something?
I mean, he's a veteran, but
yeah, like, we're gonna kick his ass every time we get mad when we think about 2017. Like, you motherfucker,
just sit there and take it. Yeah. Hey, if anybody can turn him around, it's KOC. I'll tell you that right now. If he can't do it, well, then he's pretty screwed. UFL it is.
Makes me think they're kind of panicking about the backup position, man. When I see that.
I mean, I know it's panicking about a wide receiver room.
But yeah. I was just trolling you about the bros, my bro. But hey, to be honest, from what I see from that kid, so every once in a while, one of those no-name kids that's unexpected just comes and does some shit, man. He look like he's got the mechanics. I would say right now, with the way he's playing, that would be my reason not to panic, because I would feel like he might be able to come in and show us a little something, man. Sometimes you get your moment, man. You just take it.
Well, especially last night, some of those throws that were getting dropped, those are getting dropped by Addison and JJ. And he's putting them right where they need to be. That throw that was on 4th down that guy bobbled as he hit the ground was about as pinpoint of a pass that's been thrown all pre. That was the best pass thrown all preseason by any quarterback of the Vikings. That was a dime.
It was a dime. That throw to Fleming.
Yeah, that was a dime. I mean, that was. We have to cut Brett Rippon or Sam Howell or both. We cannot let Brosmer go. We cannot let Brosmer go. Somebody will pick him up.
That motherfucker Rippon, he's been getting ripped all right.
Oh, yeah.
He's no bullshit. Hey, but so this is what I'm thinking, guys. I want to ask you this, Colin. I guess go around with it. This is a legit question to start off with. The move with Harrison Phillips. So this is what I'm wondering, because I ain't going to lie. Right now, I'm kind of puzzled by it, just off of what they were willing to let him go for, and just off the fact that that's a reliable depth, especially if you just want to plug him in for nose tackle or whatever you, man. If a guy gets hurt, we got a reliable guy that can step in. But it makes me feel that they're panicking a little bit about Addison or whatever the case may be, that they are clearing some space up, man, because they're trying to sign somebody. And I'm thinking that position is wide receiver.
I think, I 100% agree. I think part of why Harrison Phillips also got dropped was because his next year's contract is $7 million, and the Jets are taking half of it, and we're getting another 6th-round pick. And I feel like that 6th-round pick is going to be a part of a trade that we are going to get another receiver for. I also think that the development of 2 guys, Elijah Williams and Tyrone Dawkins, or whatever it is, from Georgia, the guy they picked. Those guys have stepped up beyond recognition, and I feel like they felt that Phillips could be expendable for us to get a wide receiver.
Yeah, because you got to think, yeah, especially if they're eye opening a little bit because I'm hearing now they're saying if Daniel Jones plays at least 60% of the snaps somehow over there in the Indy, that we're looking at about a third or fourth rounder on a compensation.
It'd be a fourth rounder, yeah.
I thought it was a third. I thought initially it was a fourth, but if he
I
starts,
think it could
I
be
thought it was a
early
third.
fourth.
I thought it was a third.
I think it depends on how much
Okay.
he plays. I think he has to
I
play at
thought it
least
was a
six.
fifth into a fourth, but I could be
I
wrong.
think I think it is if he plays at
I
least
think it's a fourth
60%.
into a third.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's a
That'd be
saying.
fourth into a
beautiful.
third. I play.
If he plays at least
And
60%, that's that.
nice job,
He
Giants,
goes,
with that one. You cut him for nothing, and then we sign him to be a backup for 2 games, and we get a fourth to third round pick for him. Thank you for
right.
$375,000. You're welcome.
I'll take it.
This is my thing on it though, guys. Like I understand, like now we're just trying to do this move, and we're just trying to get super strong at wide receiver 3 or whatever move we're making, just so we can try to stack the deck. And we're saying, you know what, we're going to see if JJ McCarthy can come along, and we're just going to go for this shit right now because we got that kind of roster. I'm wondering. I don't think we needed to panic that much about that. I'm not worried about Addison really being gone for 3 weeks, man. Now, what I say is, go ahead, Colin. Go ahead on that. I want to hear it.
I think one name that needs to really be. I know everybody's saying Thielen, but I feel like they're really. I mean, I can understand why Carolina will want a higher pick for him because he did have 1,000 yards receiving for Carolina last year.
Yeah.
So I can see why they want to do it. The name that I would keep a very, very close eye on because he's very, very disgruntled. No, not Terry McLaurin. Keep an eye on
That's what I thought you were
Jawan
gonna say.
Jennings. Jawan Jennings from the 49ers. I hear that
Oh,
Ricky Pearsall's getting a lot of play. They already paid for Ayuk. So I would think I would keep a very close eye on Jawan Jennings. And honestly, his skill set for even with having Jefferson and Addison, he brings a physical type of skill set as a wide receiver that to me could be pay big dividends for the Vikings.
yeah. And see, it was scary, Terry. Matthew, chime in on that. Go ahead.
Oh, Scary Terry already got extended 4 years, 117, so he's not going anywhere. But Juwan Jennings, I'd love to have him on this team as well, but San Francisco is still pretty desperate at receiver. Like Ayuk's injured. They got rid of Debo. Kershaw, while good, like he's not going to be like a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 type. I think that they need to keep Jennings, and if they don't and they do trade him, it's going to cost more than the third that it would take to get Dylan to bring him in. And he wants to get paid north of $20 million a year, which we have negative like 66 million in cap next year. We can't really afford to pay a receiver right now that kind of money. So I think we just kind of stay put and maybe get like a KJ Osborne if he gets cut by the Commanders on Tuesday. And he knows the system. He's going to cost vet minimum. Won't have to give up picks to get him.
Well, my thing too. I mean, Amari Cooper is still sitting out there too. So
Yeah,
I've been
that'd be
saying
a
that I
good get.
wanted Cooper for a
Oh,
while.
that
He
would be
wouldn't
nice.
cost. He wouldn't cost us anything. I mean, he wouldn't cost us any draft capital. I mean, right now, to me, all they need to do is get a veteran for a 1 year flyer
So we
without
really need to
having
get
to
Right.
give up without having to give up too high of a pick. That's
so we're,
really
re-
what it
so
is.
we're yeah.
Thielen would be ideal, but
Perfect.
I
Because like
mean,
we really just need like a possession guy really right now, man. A guy that you know what I'm saying. We really just need another reliable pair of hands. We don't need a guy that can do crazy shit because you know between Hawkinson, Addison, when he comes back, and JJ, you know there's not going to be that much goddamn ball to go around between the run game added with Jordan Mason. That's why I say if I was Quezzy, I wouldn't be trying to sign on wide receiver right now unless I could just like I said, like Matthew said, it's a easy like a 2 million vet minimum KJ Osborne type thing, or unless we can find something like that, unless we find a mega trade where we can swap Addison out for somebody slightly better. You know, now they were now the Washington word to call and say, you know what, we'll give you Scary Terry for Addison. I say you guys
now I
we'll send
don't
him
know who
out.
Juan Jennings. I don't know who Juan Jennings is, but if you're gonna at least say chili and cheese Fritos, okay.
Juwan
Juwan Jennings
Jennings.
is worth more than a bag of barbecue Fritos. I promise.
Well, so, come on, man, tell the 49ers send us Dewan Jennings and a halfway decent corner off of that defense, and we'll send Addison. I'm telling you right now, I like the kid, man, but the kid, man, he can't put down the cup. He
We
can't put
can't move
down the cup.
Addison though. Addison has looked so good with McCarthy.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I took Addison in the fantasy football draft today because I know when he comes back, he's going to be money with McCarthy.
It's hard to argue
Yeah.
with 20 touchdowns in 2 goddamn years, too, man.
Oh,
I think a couple of them are like one or two of those are rushing,
Uh,
but we count those too.
Yeah, I mean, we went 2.5 games without Addison last year when he had a high ankle sprain, and we didn't have Hawkinson, and we won all those games. So, I mean, yeah, Naylor's banged up, but we have the same roster outside of Felton that we did last year, and we didn't really skip a beat. I think we'll
no.
just be run heavy, force it to Jefferson, force it to Hawkinson, force it to Aaron Jones at the receiving
Yeah.
game.
Because the first 3 weeks, you got
Mason,
to, yeah.
run Mason.
Don't you, I'm about to say that the first 3 weeks anyway, man, we're getting JJ acclimated. I'm guessing we're going to be going a little heavier on the run and, so, hit tight end and running back out of the backfield is going to be his best friend anyway. I'm pretty sure, JJ and them get this
Right.
connection. But I'm telling you right now, I want Kevin O'Connell, man. We got to get some confidence in this kid to the roof. I was just start off the first possession of the game. We just need to start off with a couple of deep balls, make their ass fire back, let them know what kind of game it's going to be. I don't want Kevin O'Connell to come out there, 2 runs to Aaron Jones, and then we just try a nice. No, I want him to. You know what I'm saying? This kid, I don't want to like just throw him to the fire and just put him out there like that. But like, man, let's get the growing pains out the way. They're gonna come, and I need Vikings fans to be patient with the kid, man. Like I said, I got it 50-50, but I would be Chicago opening night. That is a likely test, but that is a game we could lose. But so I don't want Vikings fans with just off Jesse McCarthy. That's his first real action, man. And they're gonna be playing it heavy. Ben Johnson, I do feel some respect him. I got more respect for him than the Lions fans that are shitting on him now.
Winning football is better than fantasy football.
Good evening,
Just
Matt.
play winning football. I don't care
Good
about
evening.
stats. Look,
Exactly.
look, look confident. Be crisp with your passes. Make them at the right times, and get the ball running. This is where we always seem to fail. We need to run the. We're a better team historically when we have a great running game. We got those offensive linemen for a reason. Pound the ball at them. Let's go.
Damn, we got the Minnesota Moving Company now, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and like with I've already got it in my mind with the first month for McCarthy that like, I'm giving that's like his window for me for the first month for him to get acclimated. So like the things that I expect from him, I don't expect him to go crazy out the gate. But like keep on telling people, they say, oh, he's a rookie, he's his first snap and all this, and he don't know experience with. He's got with the supporting cast he has, and if you look at head coach and everything around that, bro, if he makes a mistake, a pick six, whatever, if he gets the hard hit, I think he's got one of the best situations you can look at for the Vikings, probably in the last 10, 15 years, if not for in a long, long time, as far as how to deal with that. And the people
Absolutely,
that have
John Dorn.
Jefferson alone. I think Jefferson alone is going to be a nice hype factor for him and like confidence builder, man. They're already at the Timberwolves games riding around the city. And one thing I noticed about this JJ McCarthy kid, that's why I'm all in. That's why I went to bought the jersey. The kid has swag, man. The kid has swag, man. He has a swagger about him. And you got to think, man, he's not used to losing. 27-1 in college. He's already 2 rings in. And I just feel they want to say he's the handoff king and all that type of shit. I feel, man, the way that he was looking when we were getting our shit creamed last game of the season versus Detroit. I got a screenshot of the look on his face. I promise you, everybody says, "Oh, that's a scare, that's a salty look." No, the look that I saw was, if I was playing right now, shit wouldn't have went down like this. I'm serious, bro.
That's why I'm glad we didn't sign Darnold to an extension. Everybody that complains about, oh, we should, why did we leave Darnold go? Why did we let Darnold go? Again, I went to the Jacksonville game. It's one thing to lose to the Rams. It's one thing to lose to the Lions. It's another thing to look like absolute dog shit against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're
12-7.
terrible. They made 4 field goals in that game. That was it. The defense saved us in that game. So we are fine. If McCarthy just plays average, we're going to be a 10-win team. Darren, what do you think about? Do you think your boy Alec Pierce is going to get cut by the Colts?
I don't think he's gonna get cut, but I'd say that to look at that name as a possibility of being a Viking.
That's your boy. That's your boy. I know that's your boy. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
And I'm
chart
saying
I
that we
saw a
have.
couple.
Go ahead.
Oh, so there was a chart I saw a couple days ago that was talking about Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. It was like their first 8 games of the season versus their last 9 games of the season. And it was like 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, like 62% completion percentage. In the second half of the season, their stats blew up once they got comfortable. So, like Money was saying, like McCarthy's going to start off a little shaky. He's just going to, especially without Addison. But by mid-season, you should start to see it pick back up. And we got to at least give the kid a season before we start throwing out the bust and like, what are we doing?
Right.
I think about around the time, I say around week 6, around there when Philly comes to town, or that first Lions game around that range, we should really be able to see what's going on with him for real. And
I,
like I said, man, I don't believe for 1 second the reigning coach of the year with the money available. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and all these other guys out there easily. Aaron Rodgers is practically begging to come to the Vikings. I don't believe he turns that down, bro. Even though we know Aaron Rodgers is an asshole and a locker room issue, I don't believe he turns that down with the money available unless he really believes it saw something in this kid that say, you know what, we're going to go with him right now.
I think the
Yeah.
schedule was our friend to start the year too. I think the schedule was really our friend because I
Mhm.
don't feel like our schedule is really all that tough to start. And again, we get 2 games against the AFC North, and both of our road games are neutral sites. So I think this gives him a great runway. I think the game he could break out is honestly against Cincinnati. Cincinnati in Minnesota.
Mm.
Cincinnati's
Ooh.
defense is awful.
And that's
I
a game,
mean, awful.
yeah.
They
That's a
are
game.
awful. I
Yeah.
mean, what's his name? The backup for Philadelphia looked like Joe Montana against their first team.
And I think the offensive line is updated, but we haven't seen it in action yet. It still might be able to get
Oh
kind of
my
be.
God, it's going to be a shootout against Cincinnati. But that to me, I feel like that Cincinnati game, assuming we beat Chicago, that Cincinnati game, that could be the game where you see McCarthy just being like, "Yeah, I'm that dude."
And then they always want to hate on the quarterback just because he comes from Minnesota. They always wanted it. And plus, I understand that he's one of our few question marks right now when you look at the roster. The thing people don't understand, bro, and another key implement for this shit this year is when we look at guys like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and these other guys like that, don't get me wrong, these guys are good quarterbacks, some of them even great. But when you look at the defenses that they have and the extra possessions that they're allowed to get and the field position that they're allowed to get, bro, that shit matters. And I think JJ McCarthy's going to have that same shit going from him this year. I would bet almost damn near in the blind. I would damn near give a guy 2 to 3 odds on his money that this is going to be a top 10 defense this year. I mean, there's
Oh
just
yeah, I
no
don't know
doubt.
about I don't know about
Unless
top 10. I think they could be top 5.
I think
Yeah, I
unless
agree. Top five.
the injury
I
bug
think
would
they're
have to
top 5.
the injury bug would have to do us like the Lions did, and you got to think we're not going to be running it up on fucking Dallas when we got them down 40, so we don't have to worry about shit like that. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, seriously, but the top 5 for sure. We had the second best rushing D last year, and then we were first as far as rushing touchdowns allowed. Only Baltimore is a little bit better, and we updated that significantly. You know what I'm saying? Just the
I think
trench
we
work
were number
alone.
1 in turnovers too. I think we were number 1 in interceptions. I believe. I could be wrong.
We're
We
I
were
either
thought it
one
might
or
have
we
been
were 1 or
Pitt.
it was one
2
of those
or
stats. It was one of those.
sacks. I don't know.
We
One
were
of them.
either we were
Yeah, I
either
think we were for
one
sure
or
top
two.
three.
Our duo of Van Ginkel and Grenard were number 1 in both sacks as far as in pressures as a duo. I think you're talking about.
And you're
So
acting,
that
and you again are adding Allen, and you're adding Hargrave to that. I mean, that's just frightening. That's just frightening.
Van Ginkel getting paid $20 million for this one season. You think he's inspired to show why he deserves another contract with the Minnesota
He
Vikings?
already got a contract.
You
Van
know what I'm
Ginkel
saying?
got extended.
Yeah, he got that 1 year for 20. So you got to think if Colin, if he go, he probably thinking if
I
I
thought he
can,
got a 3-year extension. I thought he got a
it's a
3-year
yeah,
total
extension.
of
man.
3 years. It was a 1 year extension, a total of a 3 year contract
Oh,
because his
it could.
initial contract was two
Oh, okay.
years.
Oh, it
Oh,
could turn
okay.
into 3. I thought,
So we
okay,
got him
depending.
this year and next year. Okay.
Yeah.
So, basically, okay, one with the option of if they want to go for it and stamp them or not. But like I said, so that even adds it. So you got to think, bro. If he's really thinking, man, this is my time to shine. You got to think in Miami, he was playing good, but he never had a season like he just had last year. Not even, bro. I'm talking about he got robbed of 2 touchdowns last year, and he still had like 3 or 4 of them. Um, I like what they can bring to the table. Like I said, they should be able to give him a lot of opportunities and keep that defense alone should keep us in the ball game. Teams shouldn't be able to score too much more over than 24 points, man.
Well, have you
I
guys
think
seen that Van Ginkel's injured?
Grenard's a dark horse for NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm just putting it out there
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
He's a
Grenard's
dark
a
horse for
monster.
that. Grenard is a monster.
I would love if Flores started letting Harrison Smith roam a little bit now, especially since how he's lost the legs a little bit, and let him just come up. I want to see some more of the safety blitzes like we used to see. I know they're calling the penalties, but let them clean this up a little bit. Let them. We got to take these risks, man. We got to get back to that kind of football. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, especially when I play teams like the Lions, Packers, and Philly this year, Dallas. I'm trying to hurt those teams, man. Seriously.
Right. But going back to Van Ginkel, the
Oh,
word out of camp is that he's hurt. Like he hasn't practiced in a couple
yeah,
weeks.
he has.
Whoa.
So I mean,
Good thing we're loaded. Good thing we're loaded at that position, man.
yeah,
Well,
I'm
you got
not super
Turner,
worried
you
unless they
got
put him on the pup
Murphy.
list. But yeah, Gabe Murphy's been looking really
Gabe
good.
Murray, yeah, that
So
motherfucker been tearing people's head off, man.
right,
Murphy
But yeah,
and Turner
that kid from
and
Georgia, the Ricky you
Richter. I
said
mean,
though,
they've
yeah,
got some
man.
depth there.
That kid from Georgia, he pushing motherfuckers around like he got his NFL body already,
Yeah,
man. Hawkins,
Tyron Hawkins, something or other.
Ingram
Yeah,
Dawkins.
yeah, I got my
yeah,
eyes on
Ingram
guys like
Dawkins.
that,
Yeah,
man. I got my eyes on
I
guys
try
like
not
that.
mentioning the name Ingram because I don't need flashbacks to Ed Ingram, and
Tom Brady 12.
I don't need that.
We did
Right,
lose Sam, but how did we lose our soul? JJ's overrated. Oh yeah, this has got to be a Packer troll account. John Dorn, you're not fooling anyone.
he doesn't even
He's
know how to
not
use the
rated
right
at all. He
there.
hasn't played. He's not overrated. He's never played. How can you be rated if you've never even stepped on the field?
Right.
Come on.
He might be talking about Justin Jefferson, but I think he's talking about McCarthy. Yeah, he's overrated, and I think he's being underrated and being undersold just off of the position he was in college. Oh, he was the
Right, that's what I said.
handoff
If
king.
anything, he's underrated.
At the end of the day, I thought every only when the Vikings people try to nitpick, I thought we talked about results. Results tell me that goddamn JJ McCarthy has the best college record, bro. This kid only wherever he goes, the team somehow wins, and I expect that same shit here.
I'm down for it. I'm down. I'm
Bro,
down
you
with
had
this
to
will
go
be
back
a
to the
Super
'80s
Bowl.
to find a college quarterback with a better starting record than him over that span he had for Michigan. It wasn't because he was a handoff king when he was asked to deliver. Anybody that
He's
plays with
probably there
Harbaugh
with
knows
like Tebow and Burrow and what's the kid's name? Toretta. Like Gino Toretta didn't lose a lot,
the stat
but
that came out.
yeah.
I forgot what quarterback was around there. They said back to like '81 or something, but
Ken
they
Dorsey. Ken
They act
Dorsey.
like
Yeah.
they act like he just had the average coach. Like he doesn't have a coach that's known for run and defense. Like the kid didn't have a choice. Y'all want him to call his own plays now. I'm telling you right now, there's guys like Tim Eisenson. There's guys that are actual Michigan fans that have been shitting on this kid ever since the Vikings got him. And I'm telling you right now, I'll own it. I didn't already bought the jersey. I'll own it, bro. If I'm wrong, but I'm telling you, there's some people that they're not gonna be able to hide from me. They're not gonna be able to hide from me. And I'm not gonna overdo it. But the way they've undersold it so bad, they set the bar so low for him. He can't throw. They're telling me he's a bust. They're telling me that the Vikings are gonna be drafting another quarterback within the next 2 years. That's what they're telling me. So
Right.
if
Hell no,
if
they're
he
gonna
even
have Brosmer. I
bro,
don't care.
if
He
he
can have
even
Brosmer,
Right.
if they
what if he even
We
put
got
together a
Max
fucking
Brosner. I don't even give a shit. We
Man, if
got
he can even put
Brosmer. Let's
together a
go.
2,725 touchdown, 12 pick year, I'm and the money. Even if he puts together an eight, 9 season, I got a reason to talk shit because they've sold him so low.
Max Brosmer is a poor man's Jake Delhomme. You watch out. He's coming for all of you.
I like that kid. He got an attitude too, man. That motherfucker be piped up. He be hyped up after he make a nice play. We need that kind of. That's why I say when I heard about the fight at camp,
That
that's
is
the type of shit I
right.
want to hear about more of them. I want to hear. Dude, that's the kind of shit we need around here, man. I don't want to hear
And we
people
need
doing
Coy
coach.
Parrish next year. Vikings draft Coy Parrish in the first round next year if he's
That's right.
eligible. Go get
That's
Coy
right.
Parrish to replace Harrison Smith. Let's go.
Right.
And I'm going to tell the Minnesota Vikings right now. I will be boycotting the stadium if Alex Conley's position to get it's for the male cheerleader gets accepted. I heard about it. They said he put an application in for the male cheerleader. I was like, damn man, Winkleman's already got you beat. But that's our guy though. No
Nobody
bullshit, man.
wants to see that.
Can I address that too? And then everybody wants to make it seem like this Vikings is a Minnesota thing. For one, if you ever watch, if you think that the Minnesota Vikings doing this somehow makes us or the team gay, I'm just going to assume that you think that your college team is gay. And for two, if you think that somehow that means that when you see that male cheerleader come out there shaking his pom poms, that you're going to somehow be able to take advantage of the Vikings team, and that's going to translate to you beating us on the field. That's why I can't wait. The people don't understand, bro. I don't care. I
Well,
tell people when I go to
I
the game,
will
I
say
don't pay
this
attention to
though.
that.
I will say this though. If the
What?
Vikings win the Super Bowl, you're going to see a lot of male cheerleaders on that sideline for every
Yeah,
Nope,
NFL team.
sure the fuck
I'll
was I
tell you
didn't,
that
Matt.
disappointed? Was I
right
Sure
disappointed?
the
now.
Yes,
fuck
I
didn't,
was. I
Matt.
was disappointed.
Sure the
I
fuck
was
didn't,
disappointed a little
Matt.
bit, but I don't care. I don't pay attention to cheerleaders. I don't even watch the female. When I'm at the game, bro, I'm paying attention. So locked in. I'm looking from the head coach to the ref to the goddamn
Board
players.
trolling. That's all this is. Board trolling. That's
Only
all
because
this
it's
is about.
Minnesota,
So
bro. I don't even the team that choked so much. I guarantee you, if it's anybody, they don't care as much. When it's Minnesota, it's infiltrated. It's
because
inflated.
we're relevant, we're a good team.
It's inflated.
They
It's
find reasons to hate people that are good teams. It's fine.
They hate us
That's cool.
because they ain't us.
I'm like, don't worry about it. When I first heard the news, I said, don't worry about it. We got a good chance week 1 because we know Caleb Williams is going to be distracted. He's going to be distracted when he sees that male cheerleader trot out there. And he's a real
But
starfish. He's a real
He ran
he's a
on the
real.
field like, oh shit, I fell on my knee.
The way I saw that video they've been trolling us about, I was like, damn, I thought that was Darcy Mayfield that ran out there. I'm like, yeah, they didn't really the Vikings. I was like, this motherfucker Tim.
well, the way I look at it as well is maybe this is kind of like a reverse psychology of the movie The Replacements. Remember when they hired the strippers to be the cheerleaders for The
Yeah.
Replacements? Maybe a different outlook as to who we're trying to distract on the field. And
We're
maybe
trying
we're
to
starting week 1 with Chicago. I don't know. We'll see.
hey, remember Gridiron Gang? What's the Tracy Morgan? Not
Oh
Oh,
Gridiron,
boy,
longest yard.
no,
I said
longest yard,
longest
longest
yard.
yard.
I said that's the
Great
first.
Iron Gang. Like, wait a minute, hold on, that
My
doesn't
bad, my
sound
bad.
right.
No, that was the Rock. That was the real shit. No, my
That
bad.
was the
Hey,
Rock.
but
That was
no,
the Rock
but
and Exhibit.
I will admit to the crowd in the cavalry in the world watching when when I first heard the news, I said Minnesota, the Vikings, you just had to be the first one to do it, didn't you? You just
Well,
had to set the trail
New
back.
England has a male cheer. New England has a male cheerleader as well.
And
There's 12 teams in the NFL with male cheerleaders. 12 teams.
Really? Why did they say that
fucking
we were the first
the
then?
Ravens got 19.
They just said that we were the first ones, bro. That's the
No, the
newest one out
Patriots
there.
got him, the Ravens got him, the Eagles got him, the 49ers got him.
Yep.
Oh, don't tell
Yeah,
Rock that. If Rock finds out that you said the Eagles have a male cheerleader, it's going to be all downhill. It's going to be
I'm
worse
excited
than
for
snowballs
that
at
game.
Santa Claus. I'm telling you that right now.
I already told Rock and the rest of the fucking Philly crew. I want their fucking heads this year, bro. I want that game in Minneapolis. They haven't made them play us. I think they haven't made. I'm going to be at that game. I promise you, bro. I'm
No, they're
going to.
playing us in Minnesota this year. Yeah, they are.
Like for the first time, I think it's the first time they have to play us up here since 2018. 2018, I think is the last time they had to come up here, bro. If I'm not mistaken.
We beat
And
them on Monday Night Football. We beat them on Monday Night Football a couple years ago, I thought. Didn't we? Or is that the
if we did,
49ers? I can't remember.
if we did, I'm guarantee you it was in Philly, bro. They haven't had to play up here in like a good 7 years.
Yeah, the
No, I
last time
remember. Yeah, we did with. Oh, sorry.
the last time we did play them was like I want to say it was 2018, 2019, the year after their Super Bowl went up here.
Yeah, that was the last time they had to
Diggs
come up here,
had
bro.
Diggs had 3 touchdowns, but then we also beat them that was the year after the Super Bowl was the year that Linval Joseph had that give me a oxygen mask pick 6.
In Denver.
We beat them there.
Okay. Okay. And then
Yeah,
when we
then
went to
he's on the
Denver,
sideline.
they had to strap his ass up in
Then he
Denver
put
when they
then they put the shades on him and put oxygen on him. That was the year after the Super Bowl. The
that's when you know you're a chubby
couple
motherfucker. When
yeah.
we got to
That's
them
pretty
Denver mountains,
pathetic.
they
If you, if
strapped his
I
ass
don't care
up.
who you are, that's got to be pretty pathetic if you can't catch Linval Joseph. I mean, he must have seen a lot of donuts in that end zone.
Man, they had to strap his ass up to the machine, bro.
They must have dropped like a king size like pallet of Krispy Kremes or Dunkin' Donuts in that end zone because I've
Something,
never
bro.
seen that guy run that fast. Oh yeah.
No bullshit, man. Yeah, I'm excited for this shit this year, man. And like I said, I
Give me
need
some
McCarthy.
crullers.
Hey,
Leave that cruller. Leave that raspberry cruller in the end zone. I got that one.
Hey,
For
Colin,
the
as
Cherry
soon
Turner and
as he got
that
to the bench, he had a nice warm Casey's pizza waiting for him.
Hey,
motherfucker.
Pep's Pizza probably. Yeah, Pep's Pizza. Of
I'm
course,
like,
yes.
they had to hook that motherfucker up to the machine. I'm like, damn.
That was his pick 6 bonus was pre-year Casey's.
They fucking threw the shades on him, hooked him up to that oxygen tank.
Yeah, he looked like Steve Buscemi in Armageddon when he was putting on the shades and he was shooting up everybody on the asteroid. Yeah, he looked pretty happy about that. Yeah. All right, so here I'll just ask the 3 of you this. Realistically, who do you see the Vikings making a pickup for with the money that they put aside when they traded Harrison Phillips? Just give me one name of a player you think. It doesn't necessarily have to be wide receiver. It can be any position. What player do you think? I'm going to start with money.
Oh man, if not receiver, because I already think that's where I'm leaning
No,
towards.
I mean you can say a
I
wide
think
receiver.
so.
I'm saying that it could be something else. You never know.
I've been seeing so many different reports where they said I can't remember the name, but there's like a young receiver that's up and coming in Jacksonville they're around, that they're trying to make a play for. I forgot his name, but I guess he's been showing the hell out. There's a couple of more. I think that's where they're leaning, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made another little splash at corner if they could find one. It probably, like I said, I think it was what was the guy from Cleveland, the corner from Cleveland that was up for grabs right now. Was it not Greg Newsom?
Yeah,
Greg,
Denzel
yeah,
Ward.
yeah, Greg Newsom. I think it maybe was.
Craig Newsom. Yeah.
Craig Newsom. My bad. Yeah. So I think if it's not wide receiver, bro, they might be all be bullshit. They might stand pat. If I was the Vikings right now, I would let it roll. I would let if it's all good for us to let it roll. I would let this money we got right now roll into the next season. We already got a lot of shit to figure out. There's gonna have to be some restructures and everything.
All right, Darren, what do you
I
got?
would stand pat, bro.
Okay, Darren, what do you got?
I'm either gonna go Alec Pierce or Greg Newsom.
Okay, Matt, who you got?
I think, like I said earlier, if we can get KJ Osborne, if he does get cut, or like I even saw that they were looking at Brandon Powell maybe a little bit. There's someone that knows the system, doesn't have to come in and figure it out for the first 3 weeks, which is when we're going to need him most with Addison out. And like Manu was just saying, we're negative 66 million next year. I think they do just kind of stand pat unless someone gets injured and they roll 30 million into next year, cut that number in half. We can. We talked earlier on the Valhalla Hour. If we restructure O'Neal, Hawkinson, and Grenard, it frees up something like 40 million. So we can actually get above Black next year just by making those 4 moves if we don't spend any money this year that we don't have to spend. And right now, I don't think we have to spend it. If we did, I think we would have done it by now with the season 2 weeks away. You're not going to go through all of training camp knowing these holes. Like, you knew Addison was going to be suspended. You knew what the corner depth was. So unless, like, you're not making a trade at this point, I think they wanted to with Thielen just because of the story and he knows the system, but that price is way too high. I don't think we're going to trade for anybody that's a starter. So I think we'll just bring in a vet minimum cut, if anything, at most.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind seeing Cordero Patterson being signed.
We
Just
do
off
need
like that
returners.
game.
It can't just be fresh.
that would be a great return guy. Honestly, I think even him at this point in his career, even if you just do him as that, I would be fine with it. I
Right, it'll be
think
fun.
I'm gonna call it right now. 1 year contract, Asante Samuel Jr.
Yeah.
1 year.
Nice.
I'm gonna make a call and say Asante Samuel Jr.
Ooh.
I have no inside knowledge of it. So Asante Samuel Jr. I'm gonna call it.
I mean, the issue with him is
also-
his neck, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah, they're talking about his neck injury is pretty serious.
We'll just give him a damn physical. If he passes, give him $3 million.
Just rub some dirt on it. It'll be fine. Rub some dirt on it. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's see. Who will be the backup quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings at the start of this year? We will go in the opposite order, and I will start with Matt on this one.
It's going to be Sam Howell, just off the fact he didn't play yesterday, which means they don't want to risk him getting hurt. We gave up 30 draft positions to trade for him, which in the 5th round isn't much, but it's still compensation that we gave up. They want a vet starter. I don't think they want him. I think it's just what they have to do. I think Burrow's will be the obvious third. He's going to make the 53, and Ripen's gone.
All right, Darren, who you got?
I got Rosemer at number 2. Kid's just been balling out in camp, just balling out preseason. Former fucking Ski Ma. So I like Rosemer's chances. I think Howell goes to 3 and Rippon gets cut.
All right, Money, who you got? Backup quarterback for the Vikings.
I'm thinking that they're probably going to leave Sam Howell at 2. But I do think that Brosmer's showing up, bro. Just because we can dress 3 now for sure, I think he's definitely earned a spot on the roster. I think they're definitely going to keep him. And I wouldn't be surprised if that changed. Like, if Howell continued to look like he's looking, or Brosmer kept looking how he's been looking, they probably could switch that. They might let it be a competition. I wouldn't be mad at all if he was quarterback 2 though.
Right, Sam.
All right,
he is the better quarterback.
I'm going to go off the reservation for mine, but go ahead. I'm going to go off the reservation on my 2. It's going to be one of these 2 players who I feel will both be cut by their respective teams. Jameis Winston or Kenny Pickett. One of them is going to get cut, if not both. They are starting quarterbacks in the NFL, and they would be, I think, a better veteran option. As much as I love Rosemer, I want him as quarterback 3. Let him develop. For God's sake, do not cut him. But I'm just going off the rails and going Pickett or Winston.
I can see Pickett. I hope to God not Winston.
Oh, he's fun. Come on. He throws a lot of picks, but
super
he's
fun.
I'd bring in Kenny Pickett just off the chemistry he's got with Addison already.
Yep. I think people forget about that. So,
yeah, no, I love Jameis Winston as a player and not as a player, as a person. But no, those turnovers scare me. He's just as athletic as he is, and he does make some flashy plays once in a while. He's just careless with the ball.
On the sideline with the dubs.
He can eat dubs. That's fine. Like I said, I like his style. I like his charisma. He would be a great locker room guy. But I don't want to have to do this every time he throws the ball.
I'm also saying that because right now I'm eating Publix fried chicken, the place where he stole the crab legs from in college. I'm telling you, if you come to Florida, Publix fried chicken is the best. So, yeah.
In the Midwest, we have Cub, and their fried chicken's fantastic as well.
Oh, I know. I grew up there. I know. But I'm just saying, Publix fried chicken if you come to Florida. Woo, that's a meal in itself for $10.
I know they bring Jameis Winston around. You better hide the goddamn crab legs for sure.
Well, luckily in Minnesota, there's not a lot of crab legs come November and December unless you're going to Manny's. So
certainly none worth fucking stealing. I'll tell you that much. This shit came in on ice, man.
I didn't say I wanted him. I said it was a out of left field move.
Exactly. We don't want any backups.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just saying that.
Why did you type that in all caps as if we said we want him to start for the team, dude? What the hell?
This is backup quarterback. Backup.
The reason why Yinzer says that is because he's a Steeler fan.
I know a Geno Smith ass motherfucker. I know, dude. You might be wanting them soon. Why you asking questions? You acting like you got the cream of the crop over there. I'm telling you right now, you better be careful if you was a Raiders fan.
No. He's a Steeler fan.
A Steelers fan?
You mean the over the hill gang in Pittsburgh? Heard? Okay.
I know he ain't talking about quarterback positions right now.
I'm surprised. I would not be surprised if on local broadcast for the Pittsburgh Steelers they do daily advertisements for Colonial Penn, Freedom Healthcare, and they're going to have Joe Namath on there with your Medicare supplement insurance because that is about the age of everybody on that team.
Unless he's
the oldest team in the NFL.
Unless he's unless he's saying that as a Pittsburgh fan, bro. Like I know he's trash, so why do y'all want him? Type shit. You said what? What's up, Sully? You said what, bro?
What's going on?
Well, look like you just went through the Lowry Tunnel.
Yeah, legit.
No, it's getting dark. It's sunset.
It is getting dark. It's good.
What do you think about the Vikings signing Jameis Winston? What do you think about that, huh?
Did they?
No, I'm just saying. I just put it out there.
I was gonna say, damn. When did this happen?
We were just fucking with you, bro. We were just wondering why you asked it. Like
I heard that Carson Wentz. So they're talking about him possibly. They're talking with Carson Wentz. I'm just like, okay, why?
Right.
I could think of worse.
Bro. You just asked the question.
I could think of worse.
You asked the question like, y'all really want him? Like as if we just like we're over here fucking.
This is a pure hypothetical. Nobody's getting upset about it. We're just giving you a hypothetical to it. Hey, as a Steelers fan, how does it feel to know that your quarterback never wanted to play for you? Does that bother you?
Damn.
Hey.
Who's the Steelers fan
out there?
They said George Pickens hasn't stopped
this guy who's commenting.
Yeah, his name is Yinzer.
Yinzer's going to have a fiery retort for my comment there. I guarantee you here in about 2 minutes. So
I see y'all. Hey, Hey, I see. I bet you wish you had Kenny Pickett starting when you got that girly Russell Wilson in there. You're
So,
fresh off of Russell Wilson.
do you guys think this Max Brosmer, is that how you pronounce his last name? Do you think he's
Hell
gonna be the
yeah,
backup?
Max
Hell yeah.
Brosmer,
Brosmer,
my man.
Brosmer.
You guys think he'll be the
He's
backup
dropping
then, or
some
what?
dimes. I don't think he'll be
He'll
the
make the
backup, but
roster.
Hold on a minute. We did last year, so what are you talking about?
yeah, I mean, I don't see why we can't.
And I
He
mean, we
missed
don't have to.
games.
And
He
it's not
missed
like we have
games.
to win them all. Shit, we can go two and
He
one.
missed
That's still
games
good.
last year, and we won without him. So
If we can even go 2-1 in that stretch, we're still in the
come on,
money,
dude.
man.
I just think it's funny that everybody I just think that everybody. Okay, if I was talking shit, I would say fuck the Vikings. Okay, well, I
And
mean,
you're calling us
you're
sensitive,
saying that you're saying we're the ones that are getting upset.
and you're calling
I put
us
a
sen-
hypothetical out
and you're
there.
calling us
What you talking
sensitive,
about, dude?
and you got
Who,
the nerve to
the
call
sensitive
us
one appears to
sensitive.
be you.
I'm
Thanks
here to
for
get them.
watching.
I'm starting to think.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
starting to
you.
think.
Appreciate your viewership. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just like the Packer fans asking if we can fucking win without Addison, dude. We did it last year.
We had no
Didn't we
Addison
beat them
and no
without Addison?
Hawkinson.
Didn't we beat them at Lambeau without Addison? I think. Who
I
was
think
that?
so,
Naylor that
yeah.
caught
Yeah.
touchdowns in that game. Yeah,
Yep.
sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah, I think
I
Addison
think
was
we'll be
out
okay.
games 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, Addison did play in that game against the Packers at Lambeau.
No, he did.
Did he?
Okay.
He did. He
Um.
did.
Okay. So here's my thing to all of you fans of other teams. What makes you think that the Vikings are just going to all of a sudden spontaneously combust because we have J.J. McCarthy at quarterback? There is not one person out there outside of Colin Cowherd that thought that Sam Darnold would be anything. Like people are like, oh my God, how are you going to not win without Sam Darnold? We won with that. We won with Nick Mullins. We won with Josh Dobbs. I don't even think it's a matter of who we have at quarterback. But if JJ McCarthy is a guy that Kevin O'Connell is willing to let Sam Darnold, who went 14-3 or 14-4, threw for over 4,000 yards and 35 touchdowns. He's willing to let him walk. I'm going to tend to believe that Kevin O'Connell knows what he's talking about. So that's a little message to all of you fans, to all you other teams that have to figure out a way to somehow rip on the Vikings. The Vikings are going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
We're gonna be fine without Addison again. Okay, simple as that.
And I've seen some people say some dumb shit too about how the Vikings drafted McCarthy and he doesn't even fit the Vikings offensive scheme. It's like, what is McCarthy's skill set? Like his pros are being able to throw 15 to 20-yard passes in the middle of the field on screens, and that's the fucking style of offense we run. We don't do a lot of deep out routes outside the numbers. Like we do once in a while if we're down, but that's not the bulk of our plays. We're in play action, have Jefferson and Addison run their crazy routes and get wide open. Have T.J. Hawkinson cross the middle of the field, exactly where McCarthy's fucking strengths are. So I honestly don't understand. Go ahead.
If you look at the physical traits, J.J. McCarthy mirrors a quarterback that everybody thought was too small and couldn't throw the ball a long way, but somehow managed to be a pretty good quarterback. The guy's name was Joe Montana.
Here we go. We got a John Doran sighting again.
Oh God. John
Well,
Dorsey.
Hey, John, when was the last time you beat the 49ers in the playoffs? When was the last time the Packers beat the 49ers in the playoffs?
Well, look at us who beat the Cowboys
Putting
missing
it
the
out
entire
there.
corner room.
Was Brett Favre the quarterback the last time you did that?
I think it was, yes. Actually, think about it. I don't think Aaron Rodgers has ever beaten the 49ers in the playoffs.
He has not.
I agree. I think the Vikings and the Steelers will be a fun game to watch.
That's going to be an interesting game. I think especially with it being is it Ireland, I think?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I think that one's in Ireland. That could be interesting.
That is a must win. That is a must win in my book. I'm Irish. We need
for Pittsburgh. You're right.
Our D-line is going to destroy Aaron Rodgers. He is so slow.
That defensive line is going to definitely. Yeah. I don't disagree with that statement. McCarthy is unproven until proven. You're right, but that also doesn't mean that he's bad. So, yeah. All Rodgers was the answer.
Fair. I know Bears are looking
we'll
their chops to finally crush him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen.
I'm sure Caleb Williams is going to be telling stories to TJ Watt when he's about ready to plant him in the ground. I'm sure that'll be an interesting meeting of the minds right there.
Right. Yeah, McCarthy doesn't even have to be great. He just has to be a top 16 guy, and this team is going to be just fine.
He in my book, he just has to be better than Caleb Williams and hit the ball net. That's all he's got to do.
Yeah, see, Caleb Williams, he got Bears fans hyping up that touchdown drive yesterday, but then he has that stupid play where he's got a 5-second pocket and he finds a way to get sacked. He's so inconsistent. Did the same shit last year and it cost him games.
Tyson Bagent will be a quarterback on that team before the end of the year. I'm going to make a loose call on that.
I've been seeing some
I love
people
that. I'll
say
tell you
that.
what. I love that speech. I love that speech from Tyson Bagent, though. I'm not a Bears fan by any means, but his contract and that interview was pure class. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's very refreshing to see that, even as a Vikings
That
fan.
was really cool
to see that.
Especially for
hopefully we have our Bagent and Brosmer. I'm just putting it out there. Hopefully we have our Bagent and Brosmer. So
right.
I don't ever remember Brosmer playing that well with the Gophers. I don't ever remember him playing that well. But
so I brought that up on the show earlier as well. Like that's why I don't like PJ Fleck is because Brosmer probably had him had that in him the whole time. And it's fucking let's be conservative and run, especially versus Penn State when it's a one-score game. Well, let's just be conservative. Brosmer can clearly sling it. Gophers have sneaky good wide receivers. There's no reason why we had someone like that with that type of. I get KOC's the QB whisperer, but you're not giving the dude that kind of arm power in one offseason. You're just not.
I fucking despise PJ Fleck. Until that motherfucker is gone, the Gophers will fucking be something. My opinion.
Oh, but he recruits 2 4-star recruits every year. No one else did that.
I don't care. Coy Parrish is going to be a Viking in that next draft. Coy Parrish, first round.
I swear to God, he better be a Viking.
Coy Parrish. Do not screw up like you screwed up with Winfield. Don't screw that up. You screwed it up with Winfield a few years ago when you took Gladney. Don't screw it up. Coy Parrish to the Vikings.
He might be a top 10 pick, though. Do you want to trade up into the top 10 for him, or you just
I don't think he's going to be a top 10 pick. A safety in the top 10? When was the last time that happened?
That's fair. He'll be a top 15 pick. Like he's not going to fall to the end of the first round if we're hoping to be a decent playoff team.
I'm not going to say they're going to get crushed, but I think the Vikings are going to win. I think Caleb's going to be sitting on his ass. I still don't trust the Bears running game. You guys trust if you're the Bears, do you really trust DeAndre Swift? I mean, I know they've been talking about Kyle Monogany, the kid that they got from Rutgers, but
I think
I don't know.
I think that one's also a toss up too with the Packers and Lions. I think that one's a toss up also.
Yeah. Well, like I was just saying about Caleb, like for as many good plays and passes as he has those boneheaded mistakes where he just walks right into the sack. And our D line is going to be one of the best in the NFL. It already is one of the best in the NFL. So there's no reason why the Vikings should be able to go to Chicago week 1 and take a win.
The Bears have got to hope that they get that Maybelline money in from Caleb. I mean, if they can start getting more of that, they can put money towards the stadium. They can maybe draw more free agents, and maybe they can get their own male cheerleaders as well. They can absolutely.
Well, did you hear that someone threw Caleb Williams' pacifier on the field of the Viking game the other night?
A pacifier? Well, at least it's not like the WNBA or throwing dildos out on the court.
Well, no, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. It was Caleb Williams' pacifier. It was a giant dildo.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Are you sure it wasn't PJ Flex and Caleb's just borrowing?
That connected on grinding.
I can't rip on my alma mater's coaching situation. Okay, I can't. I can't
I
do it.
love the Gophers. I just can't
I
stand
love the
PJ Fleck. I
Gophers.
think he's a hack.
I hate PJ Fleck and I hate that fucking recruiting fucking staff, dude.
The only two things I ever hear about PJ Fleck is, again, yeah, he's a good recruiter, and look at all the bowl games we win because we're playing like the fucking like the Duke Mayo Bowl. Who cares?
He did win. Well, was he the coach when they had Tyler Johnson and they won the Outback Bowl?
They
We beat Auburn.
Yeah,
They beat Auburn. Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta give him
yeah,
credit
that was
for
the
that
one.
one. Come on now, you gotta give him.
Yeah.
Credit.
Well, again, we had Antoine Winfield. We had Tyler Johnson. We
Johnson. We had Mo Ibrahim.
Rashad Bateman.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a pretty good team. Daniel Fowler.
Yeah. Right. That was a great team.
Still the largest offensive lineman in college or the pros. Still the biggest lineman. So yeah.
Is he still in the pros?
Fowler, yeah, he's the right guard for the Ravens.
Okay,
he's the starting right guard for the Ravens.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, Ron. Okay, Ron.
Oh, sure thing, Ron.
Go have an old style, Ron, and go have a Chicago dog and have an old style to start him a Lord. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know you love your Polish sausages there, Ron. Don't worry, Ron.
Go put on some more.
Hey, Ron, who would win? Who would win, Ditka or a Hurricane? Now, hold on. The name of the Hurricane is Hurricane Ditka. Who's going to win? You got Ditka by a baker's dozen over there? Yeah. Go get him, Ron. You got him, buddy. Yeah, see if you can get that stadium in Arlington Heights, buddy. It's okay. Rest in peace, Norm Peterson. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, I get it. We're the Vikings and McCarthy's an unknown, but Bears fans, the last, 5 years now, talk so much shit going into the season just to win 5 or 6
and they have nothing to show for it at the end of every year.
Ever.
Ryan, Ron, here's a real disturbing stat for you. Since Ryan Poles has become the general manager of the Chicago Bears, they have won 15 games. 15. That's how many Detroit won last year. That's one less than what the Vikings won last year. They've won 15 games. You can dress that up and talk shit all you want, but you can't run from that. 15 games since Stripper Poles took over. Sorry, buddy.
Hey, they're going to take the division. They're not going to let it go. Just remember that.
They're going to take last place, and they're never going to let it go. You're absolutely right.
They take last place and never let it go.
I think he ended up speaking when he said that. I think he was meaning they're going to take the basement and never give it back.
That's my point. And you know what? To be fair, that's exactly what he's done. So that's fine by me.
I will say their draft this year was really good. Like, I think Loveland's going to be a good tight end, and they drafted Bolden too, or not Bolden, Burden. So I don't know. I mean, if Caleb does click with Ben Johnson, but I just don't think he will.
We got a Browns fan sighting.
Now, Ryan, as an answer to your question there, I say here are two things that I'll say about Kwesi. One, his drafting is to be determined and questionable at best, but the way that he finds free agents and the way that he makes very shrewd moves when it comes to UDFAs, trades, free agents, I think he's been really good with that. I think his drafting is a little 50-50, less than 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, with Spielman, my biggest knock on him was how many legacy contracts we gave away just because they were really good in their prime. At the end of their career, it's like, well, we owe them all this money. It's like, no, we don't. And it put us in cap hell where now we've seen with Kirk and then consecutive seasons with Sam Darnold. It's like, hey, we know you're really good. We're just not trying to pay you $40+ million a year because we'd rather roll with this guy. Whereas Spielman, I feel like you'd be like, oh, Kirk, you've done so much. Here's $50 million. Please stay. where now we're talking about this D line being probably one of the best in the NFL. We're talking about how deep we are at O line now after spending all this money in free agency. We got Jordan Mason at running back because we could spare the change. Like we wouldn't have that if we didn't have someone that could be frugal when needed to be, but also swung when needed to swing. And that's what Quincy's done really well. And you don't have a 13-win season, a 14-win season, and what would have been a 10-plus win season had Kirk and JJ not gone down for half the season. Like, I mean, you don't put together a team like that without at least being a somewhat good GM.
Hey,
Well, I think
Darren, Darren, can you take a picture of that comment right now and take a really good one? Because Ron, that's every year with your team. You have a new head coach. That's every team.
but
Every year you have new players. That's
to,
Every
every
year.
year.
to go by what you're saying,
By the way, I thought you only had. Do you have one head coach or multiple head coaches? Jesus.
to go what you're
Come
saying,
on,
like
dude.
Rick Spielman, he never did good when it came to managing the salary caps. He never did good at that at all. He was horrible
Yeah.
with that. Seems like Quasi's actually doing a much better job. And I mean, the talent we're getting subpar talents. They're actually doing really well. So he's coming up with a really good formula to winning.
Right. Well, that helps when you have a connection with the head coach too. Like Spielman and Zimmer,
Yeah.
obviously, after I
Hated
forget
each
which
other.
draft it was. I think it was the Kellen Mond draft. Yeah, they just despised each other. Whereas Quincy looks like he gets along great with not only KOC but Flores as well. And he's like, "Hey, tell me what you guys want and what you think fits your system, and I'll make sure to make it happen."
Zimmer started hating. Zimmer started hating Spielman the second they signed Kirk Cousins. Don't let
Yeah,
anybody fool you on that. That marriage was over the minute Kirk Cousins got signed.
yeah,
You think so?
Because then they both did 100%. I mean, he did not want Kirk Cousins for that much money. He knew the value of not having a quarterback signed for that much money and how it keeps your team flexible when it comes to acquiring defense. Now, his defensive scheme got torn up, but yeah, it was over with that. I honestly also think that it was over when we gave up on Daniel Carlson after 2 weeks. And then he goes to Oakland and Las Vegas and becomes a 5-time Pro Bowl kicker.
right.
I knew it. I have a buddy of mine who was a Raiders fan. I'm like, dude, you guys suck right now, but I'll tell you what, you getting Carlson may be the best thing that ever happened to you. And sure enough, that guy's been a Pro Bowl kicker ever since.
But
Yeah.
wasn't it the Kellen Mond draft where Zimmer straight up left the facility and didn't answer his
Yep.
phone for like 2 days or
Yep.
some shit?
Because I think they had 3 third-round picks, and I think they took Kellen Mond, Wyatt Davis, and a linebacker who they cut. I can't remember who it
Hercules
was.
Mata off. No.
No, no, it was a kid from North Carolina. I can't remember who it was.
Chaz Surratt.
Chaz Surratt. Yeah, those are
What a banger
there
of
you
a
go.
draft.
Oh, I don't know what was worse, that or Troy Williamson. I don't know, or Demetrius Underwood. We can go back. So yeah,
Right.
No, Demetrius Underwood. Oh my gosh.
that was the worst number 1 pick we've ever had, bar none. He didn't even make it out of camp.
I know.
That's-
What was it? He took his signing bonus and then he disappeared. God damn.
He got cut.
Thanks for the money.
Pathetic.
Bye.
Yeah, he
45
was
3
pathetic.
Bears.
Oh my gosh. Is that a John Dorn prediction or what?
Ron, we got a Ron sighting.
Oh God.
15 times. Hey, but you never answered the question. Who wins the game between Ditka and the hurricane named Ditka? Who wins? Inquiring minds want to know, even at the end of our show, Ron. Come on now.
Yeah, next time we talk, we'll be talking about cut day.
I got Hurricane Ditka by a baker's dozen. Well, guys, before we go, I'm not sure if I'll be on next week, but if I am, I will have a surprise person who might be a guest on the show next week. I've already talked to this individual. He is a former Minnesota Viking. I'm just going to put it out there.
I thought it was going to be Hurricane Ditka.
I think I have an idea who it is.
He got downgraded to a tropical storm, so we aren't going to go Hurricane Ditka.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in, as always, here at Skol Gang 365. We'll see you next year. Not next
Next year.
Next year.
See you next year. It's not over
We're jumping
yet.
into 2026. Yep.
Mario Mama.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.